Imagine a galaxy where the title of Overlord isn't just a job description, but a cosmic mandate that requires you to conquer worlds, manage interstellar economies, and deal with the sheer absurdity of running an empire built on fear and bureaucracy. You are Thorax, a newly appointed villain who thought he was signing up for simple world domination, only to discover that being evil is actually a complex logistical nightmare, involving HR complaints for minions, budget cuts for doomsday devices, and diplomatic incidents with heroic federations. But when you realize that evil isn't about cruelty, but about efficiency and order in a chaotic universe, you understand that true power isn't about destroying your enemies, it's about outmaneuvering them with superior management skills and a terrifyingly competent staff. Welcome to Evil Galactic Overlord, the first pulse-pounding, hilarious, and deeply strategic installment in A.A. Pearce's Thorax series. If you love villain protagonist tropes, space opera comedy, and stories that explore the sheer, unadulterated thrill of watching a protagonist build an empire through grit, ingenuity, and superior sarcasm, this audiobook will completely consume you. It is a masterclass in speculative fiction, blending the visceral crunch of tactical combat with the profound warmth of a dysfunctional found family. The narrative kicks off with our protagonist's ascension to the throne, thrusting him into a race against time to stabilize his sector before rival warlords and bureaucratic auditors tear his empire apart. The atmosphere is thick with the hum of strained engines, the static of encrypted comms, and the creeping dread and excitement of knowing that every decision could lead to either galactic domination or total administrative collapse. Pearce excels at capturing the psychological resilience of the underdog, making every tactical maneuver, every resource allocation, and every narrow escape feel like a high-stakes gamble where the price of failure is not just death, but the loss of the only family you have left. At the core of the book's massive appeal is its spectacular reluctant villain trope and the brilliant asymmetric warfare dynamic. This isn't just about shooting lasers, it's about understanding the complex politics of the galaxy, managing limited resources, and using human or alien ingenuity to outsmart enemies who rely on brute force and arrogance. Watching the protagonist reverse engineer enemy strategies, craft overpowered gear from rare drops, and completely shock arrogant heroes with unconventional, trap-heavy tactics is incredibly satisfying. The audiobook narration brings the visceral impact of the combat and the satisfying chiming ding of a massive level up to life, making every milestone feel like a hard-earned victory. But beyond the stats and the slaughter, the soul of Thorax lies in its characters and the heavy burden of integrity. The protagonist isn't just a cold, calculating gamer. He is a deeply sentient individual struggling to maintain his humanity or alienness in a system that rewards ruthlessness. He quickly forms bonds with a beautifully dysfunctional found family of fellow survivors who help him navigate the treacherous waters of the new social order. The banter is razor-sharp, providing much-needed levity as his squad watches him casually calculate the damage output of a coordinated strike. Their unbreakable trust provides the emotional grounding needed when the world starts throwing literal world-ending threats their way. As the plot accelerates towards its climax, the pacing becomes utterly breathless. A major conspiracy or a rival faction's assault forces the protagonist to push his abilities to their absolute limits. The finale is a spectacular display of tactical brilliance, overwhelming magical firepower, and raw, unbridled ingenuity. The protagonist doesn't just survive the assault, he completely shatters the local power scaling, using a ridiculous, highly technical combination of skills and crafting to turn the enemy's ultimate attack into a mere stepping stone. The payoff is spectacular, delivering a massive, dopamine-fueled victory that proves the most dangerous class in the system isn't the one with the biggest sword, it's the one who understands the rules better than anyone else. Evil Galactic Overlord is a triumph of the LitRPG and fantasy genres. It is smart, action-packed, and unapologetically addictive. A.A. Pearce has crafted a debut that perfectly captures the thrill of breaking the apocalypse with a stat sheet and a strategy guide. Plug in your headphones, check your stats, and join the climber. The system is live, but his future is bright.